Hello, you wonderful learning individuals. How are you all doing today? It's so great to have you here. Thank you also so much for pressing the play button. I am Johnny, your host with HomeCountry Mathematics. Now, let us learn some math together, shall we? Alright, guys and gals, thank you so much for stopping by. I truly appreciate you. You know I do. Let's go. We are on Unit A, continuing on with Section 1-7. The topic is area and circumference of circles. Let's go. Okay, let me share this quickly with you. There we go. Circle is the set of all points in a plane that are the same distance from a given point. Okay, and I also have this. All right, the diameter being the total distance from this point, because you can imagine a point on the circle, right? This being the center, an endpoint and an endpoint. So from endpoint to endpoint is the diameter. That's the total distance. Half the distance is the radius r. Okay, the circumference, you can liken it in your mind the same as perimeter when you're working with rectangles or squares. In this case, the circumference is a circular perimeter. All right? It's the total distance that you would walk from point to point. Imagine yourself walking in a circle. All right? Don't get dizzy. Okay. Shall we continue on with some more, lessons? I'll give you some examples so that you can all practice yourself. Circles are so much fun. They truly are. All right. I'm just trying to guess where I should start, but I have an idea now. Okay. So, there we go. There's the diameter. And I can only imagine the center being there. All right? Okay, so they've given us the diameter is 24 centimeters. Okay? So it's up to you. I guess here's my reasoning for this. Depends on what you're given, right? Are you given the radius r, which is half the distance, or are you given the full diameter? Oh, just wait. Which is here, D. Okay, it just depends on what you're given. Okay, in this question, it's given us 24 centimeters for the diameter. Right? And then we have a choice of two formulas. C equals pi times d, or 2 pi times r. Okay, now remember, d is equal to 2r. Okay, so if you're given the radius and you want to use the diameter formula, well, you would have to use this one first. So double the radius, and then you can substitute d. All right? If you want to just save a step and you're given r, then you can simply go straight to this formula. All right? So it's kind of a A or a B thing. So maybe I'll just go or, something like that. Okay? Bear with me, guys and gals. Okay, so you have option 1 or option 2. It depends on which one you want to use. You can use either or, all right? Okay, hopefully that makes sense. All right, we're given D is equal to 24 centimeters. All right, so D is already given to us, so we might as well just go straight to using this formula. Okay, C equals pi d. Times d. Anytime you have a variable or a symbol beside each other, always assume or infer multiplication. Okay? Now pi is approximately equal to 3.14159. That's kind of as far as I can remember, and I think it's 265. 265, let's find out. $3.14159,265. Okay, we don't need to be that accurate. Again, they only want us to determine our answer to the nearest tenth. We're solving for the circumference. Okay, that's what C is. I do apologize. Remember, C is the right? Imagine yourself. This is a person, and it's a bird flying. It's a bird kind of looking down type viewpoint, and you're walking around. Okay, it's the total distance you would be walking from point to point. Okay, starting, continuing on, and you have to return back to the original position. That's the total distance, which is called the circumference, in regards to a circle. Okay? We have to multiply pi. Pi is a constant. It's a ratio of the circumference divided by the diameter. Okay? Essentially, it's a constant. All right. Times d, which is 24. Now, I realize now that I can make silly mistakes with my calculator here, so I have to pay attention to that. Just got to be aware. Let's just do this. I don't want to kind of get into the last problem, or a couple of videos ago. But that's okay. I just got to make sure that I pay attention to what I'm doing here. All right, 24 times, and I'm going to use pi symbol. Okay, and it gives me the total, like that many. We don't need that much accuracy. Again, they're asking us to give us the final answer in the nearest tenth, right? Tenths this is ones place, and to the right of the decimal is the tenths. Tenths. I would love to have good days. Tenths. All right. From the decimal. Whoops, my bad. There we go. Oh, it's going to be one of those days, guys and gals. That's okay. We'll still trudge on. All right. Back to the calculator. All I need to do, I have to pay attention to this text that's right there. I can see it saying 24 times whatever's here, which is what I want, and press equal. I get 75.39. I'm going to round up because this 9 is going to change the 3 to a 4. Okay, because 5 is greater than 9 is greater than 5. Therefore, I'm rounding up my 4. Okay, 75.4. And I could use this as approximately equal to 75.4. Don't forget your units, centimeters. All right. Okay. There we go. If you got that answer, good job. I'm going to leave it, would save some time. Let's see. Well, I guess each question is going to be somewhat different. The formula for the area of a circle. Oh, okay. Now we're going to get into area. All right. So area, just like a rectangle, right? Hopefully you watched my squares and rectangle series. This is a 2D shape, right? We have X and Y. Commonly, they could be called X and Y. Y being the vertical. We're looking down at a flat, two-dimensional shape, correct? Now, if I crosshatch this, which I do apologize, it does take a little bit of time to do this. But I want you to fully understand. Okay? Thank you so much for your patience and also understanding. So you could imagine, right? This is like a face, a flat surface, the face of a flat surface. That is your area. So to calculate the area for a rectangle, we simply multiply x times y. Okay? The surface area of a circle is the same. The flat face, two-dimensional flat surface. Okay? And I could cross-hatch here the same, right? Okay, awesome. Thank you for your patience. So there you go. That's what it is. When we're calculating the area, we're calculating the flat two-dimensional surface. Okay? Now we'll clean that all up. And so the formula. Okay. The formula for the area of a circle. I'll just do it right here, I guess. Area equals pi times r squared. So r squared essentially means r times r. Okay? It's the same thing, all right? Okay. Find the area of each circle to the nearest tenths. Okay? The radius equals 4 inches. So area. I'm going to go straight to substitution. Pi. And because I have an exponent, I'm going to use brackets. Okay? 4, close bracket, squared. All right? Again, a symbol beside a set of parentheses infers that you okay? Whoops. Now, what is substitution in math? Quick definition. In math, substitution is the process of replacing a variable in an expression. This is an expression. Okay? This is an expression. This is also an expression. Okay? Or equation. All right? It all looks good from an airplane. All right? The process of replacing a variable in an expression or equation with a numerical value. All right, I'm just going to stop there. So that's what we've done. We've replaced r with a numerical value. So, quickly, I do highly recommend that you study your multiplication and or times table, you'll be able to find those common numbers and go solve your any and all of your mathematical problems. Again, they're fun challenges. Quickly, efficiently, and effectively. You'll be super fast, super quick, finding common numbers, doing mathematical quick calculations in your head, right? Also recommend that you make sure you memorize the perfect squares. Okay, that's what these are. The perfect squares. Okay, those ones, as you advance in mathematics and start doing kind of higher level mathematics, we'll just roll with that. You'll see perfect squares, okay? And you'll recognize what they are quickly, all right, and how to use them. All right, good luck on your studies. Also, recommending, it's a cheap calculator, but it does its job, serves its purpose. The battery doesn't seem to last. The battery doesn't seem to last very long, so be aware of that. You might have to buy an extra battery. Hard to say. I think it lasts a year. Don't quote me on that. So that's one. This is a cheapie, but it does work. It's good for junior high, all right, or middle school. Is that middle school? Yeah. And then also this one here I've got for my son for high school. Okay, costs a little bit more, just to let you know. I think it's over 100. Don't quote me on that, but it's a pretty decent calculator for high school. All right, it's got all the buttons you need. And in this case, let me bring up the other one. Talk about calculators a little bit. If you're looking for pi, you can see it right there. It's right there. Okay, you need to press the second function button to access all the whatever color that is, like a light yellowish brownish type color, right? Press second function to access that symbol. Okay, on this calculator it actually has its own button. All right, so you don't need the second function. Again, second function, this one's a little bit more of an advanced calculator. As soon as you get to higher level mathematics, this is recommended, okay? Especially for high school. Okay, so this one's nice. Just press that button and you're good. All right. Pi is equal to 3.14159. I'm just going to use that. Good enough. We know that 4 squared is 16. Okay? Essentially, we're multiplying pi times 16. (16) times pi and equals. So I'm going to round this, okay? Because 6 is greater than 5, right? We all know this. We have to round up the value that's in front of it. So my answer is going to be 50.3. Because they're asking for the nearest tenths. Just one of those words that Anyways. Right? Because there's no such thing as once. All right. What are our units? Inches. Now, we got to recall, right? Because we're squaring the inches, that's what's happening here. In the process that we go r squared, we're essentially going inches 4 inches times 4 inches, correct? When we do that, the inches becomes squared. All right? All right. Okay, awesome. All right, guys and gals, I super appreciate you watching the content and following along, learning along with the channel. That is so super great. Thank you for your patience and understanding. I truly do appreciate you. We will do some more examples. I'm looking forward to it, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care for now.